Hello, French Cameroon. This is Ayukachu, the philosopher king. Maurice Compton, the president-elect, has been arrested. I want to say something to French Cameroonians. Look at the regime of the Republic of Cameroon. Look at the regime of President Paul Biya. Most of the senators, most of the parliament, members of the government are from 78 years old to 100 years old. Grandfathers who are supposed to be at home with their grandchildren, taking care of their grandchildren. Those are the people who are running the government. French Cameroonians, the youths of French Cameroonians. When will you have a chance to help change a nation that you were born in if you have only old men running the government? Biya has been in power for over 37 years because France and European Union, the Western world, supports him. They support what he is doing, the killing of French Cameroon citizens and Southern Cameroon citizens. They support it. That's why they're not doing anything to stop it. So those French Cameroonian activists, this is the time to change the game. The fact that Maurice Compton has been arrested, you, the French Cameroonian citizens, if you want to have better future in that country called Cameroon, French Cameroon, if you really want to have a future, this is the time to act. I'm not talking about protesting, because protesting does not work. What happens when you get protested? You are arrested, you are shot at. This is a phenomenon in Africa when people decide to protest and voice out their opinions on issues that they have a birthright to do. The government, African government, takes gun and shoot down at citizens, African citizens. It's a natural phenomenon that must end. And in order for that to end, sacrifice. Africans must make sacrifice. So it is your time, French Cameroonians, to make that sacrifice. You have 78-year-old men, grandfathers running the government. From all part of the government, all section of the government, old men who are supposed to be taking care of their grandchildren, teaching them for the future, teaching them about their future and what they can aspire to become. But these are the men running the government. It's time for French Cameroon to take French Cameroon citizens, the youths of French Cameroon citizens, to take arm and fight the military of La Republic of Cameroon, because the military of La Republic of Cameroon do not fucking think. They are like robots who are just being controlled by the government. They say go and shoot citizens. They don't go and shoot citizens. They don't think those are their own brothers and sisters that they are killing because they are being paid. It's like these citizens, these military men of French Cameroon and of Africa in general. Look at what happened in Zimbabwe. A shoot to kill citizens who are protesting, who are voicing out their opinions. It's a natural phenomenon. So protesting will not work in French Cameroon. This is the time for the youths. If you really want to change French Cameroon for the better, pick arms, destroy all the police stations, all the gendarmeries in the 10 regions in the 8 regions. We're already doing that in Southern Cameroon. We don't need assistance. Y'all need to man up, to have that motivation, to be inspired, to do something for the future of French Cameroon and for the future of Africa. The entire French African nations, the citizens, the entire French, the 14 French African nations need to rise and kick out France out of Africa. And French Cameroon has a key to play to that, because France is our biggest enemy in Africa. France is a country that does not, even the language shouldn't even exist in Africa. We should erase it, as a matter of fact. Because what has French Africa benefited from France other than the language? Think about it. What has French Africa really benefited from France other than France taking all the wealth and resources and enriching themselves? They are one of the richest countries in the West. Why? Because all the resources in the 14 French African nations, they control, and that's how they become rich and exploit us. And our government have to go and beg for money that is theirs. All the 14 French African nations. So I'm telling you this, the French activists, the Cameroon French activists, it's time to make those 8 regions in French Cameroon burn. You must burn everything down. Learn from Southern Cameroonians. Burn the mayor offices, everything. DOs, SDOs, everything. Bring Cameroon, French Cameroon, down to a complete halt. The government should be completely shut down. Because why? The president-elect, Maurice Kamto, has been arrested. What are they trying to do? What are these old fools who don't know what to do for 37 years? They cannot show what they have done in French Cameroon, in Africa. But they sit there and do what? Keep killing the youths. Keep shooting, killing the youths. That is the work of the government of Africa. All they can do is kill, kill, and kill. They don't provide anything. They don't provide anything. All they know is to kill their own citizens. China is in Africa, exploiting Africa. The Western nations haven't left, still exploiting Africa. Why? Because it is rich in resources. But what do the French Cameroonian soldiers do? They're like robots. They send the government, like Republic Cameroon, just send them to go and shoot and kill Southern Cameroonians because they want freedom. Because we want freedom. Because we, Southern Cameroonians, want independence. True independence from these murderers and killers in the name of government. That's what they provide. For the past 37 years, that's what B has provided. Death. When are you going to stand up and say, enough is enough, French Cameroonian citizens? Enough is enough, and we, Africans, must change our continent for the better. No government has the right to shoot at citizens who are voicing out their opinions on issues that concerns them. When shall we grow and change our mindset? Africa bleeds. The citizens of Africa bleeds. Sacrifice. Africans must make sacrifice in order to stop this bleeding of so many people, in order to stop this killing of so many African people by African leaders who are supposed to play a pivotal role in the society, we must bring them down. We have to give them jungle justice. So, to all those French Cameroonians who are having some kind of guts, some kind of courage, who have decided to destroy different offices, police stations, and what other offices that need to be destroyed in French Cameroon and in the embassies all over, continue, do that. That will bring the government to a complete hold. Make French Cameroon ungovernable. That is your work as the citizens of French Cameroon, as citizens of Africa, to create a better future. If you can't think and act, then what are we living for? This is the voice of the philosopher king, Ayok Echu. Share my video. Till next time.